Facing difficulties to open your bank account in UAE? Not allowed to take more than 6 visas under your company? And you are not able to take office as per your choice of location in UAE? And you are not able to tie up with the local authorities as well to do your business in UAE? Hi everyone, I am Hemant Katyal, founder at Dhangad. Today we will be discussing about the most common mistakes done by an entrepreneur while setting up his business in UAE. So the first common mistake which an entrepreneur does is not able to choose between a mainland and a free zone. I'll give you today two simple reasons to check whether you should form a mainland company or you should form a free zone company. So if you want to open a company with more than 6 employees, a big setup, a big office, then for sure you need to choose a mainland company. So the two reasons are, the first, if you have many employees and you want to have a big office with a big setup, then for sure you need to go for a mainland company. I will not go into much details about mainland versus free zone. I will discuss this in a separate video. The second common mistake which an entrepreneur or a company which is expanding to UAE thinks is that there is no VAT applicable if you form a company inside the free zone, which is a complete wrong information. If your place of supply and you are doing business inside UAE, then whether you are a free zone company or a mainland company, you are eligible to pay for the VAT. About the corporate tax as well, which is about to come in June 2023, the free zone companies and the mainland companies both will be under the segment of corporate tax as well. So there is no reason for you to choose a free zone company formation just based upon the VAT applicability or corporate tax applicability. The third most common mistake is choosing a free zone company formation just because it offers you a free virtual office, which is kind of a incomplete information as well, because nowadays you can form a mainland company with a virtual office as well, which tomorrow you can upgrade to a co-working space, a business center, a fully independent office. So if you're looking to cut down the cost on the offices, then there is no reason to choose a free zone or a mainland. Both can offer you a low cost office setup. The fourth common mistake which an entrepreneur does is not maintaining its books properly. Although UAE does not mandates for most of the free zones or even the mainland to maintain your books and report it to the authorities. But even then, the authorities keep a small line saying that if it is required in case of some scenarios, they have all the rights to ask from a company about their accounting books. So we recommend all the companies to maintain from day one all their accounting books to have a better business processes in place while doing businesses in UAE. The fifth most important and common mistake which an entrepreneur or a startup which is just starting up in UAE does is that, which I call as activities trap. So when they are sitting in front of a free zone authority or a consultant, they have a clear mind before sitting that they want to start a digital marketing company, IT company or a trading company. But when they sit on a table and they are given with the options by the free zone authority or a consultant to choose from multiple activities which are free with their packages or with their licenses, they often get greedy and try to get as much as activities possible on their license, which is a very big mistake. It is a mistake because you as a company, when you go to your customers, they know what is your niche, what is your exact business. But when you try to put up so many activities, it confuses your customers and even in some cases your suppliers as well. Coming on to the second point of it, it confuses the banks also because the startup founder has certain experience, but the activities which are chosen on the license are not related to his experience. It even confuses the authorities sometimes when you are going to apply for a VAT registration, or even if you are going to apply for economic stance regulation. It confuses the authorities that what is your exact business proposition, what is your niche. So I always recommend my clients that choose the activities which is really relevant to your business, and you can add the activities in future as your business grows and expands in UAE. The sixth most common mistake when an entrepreneur does is not protecting the brand or the name of the company by checking upfront whether the domain name of the same company which they are applying for is available, or also checking the eligibility to get an intellectual property or a trademark under the same company name is eligible or no. I'll explain you by a very simple example. Let's suppose you want to name your company as an XYZ, and that XYZ company name is also available by authorities, whether it's free zone or mainland. It can be easily available to you, but there is no guarantee from the authorities. So you should check whether the same company name domain also is available, not just in .com but in .ae, .in, or from wherever company, whichever country you belong, in that country also that domain extension is available or no. This is about domain name. You should not stop here. If you are trying to build a big brand and if you are trying to establish a big setup, then you should even check for the intellectual property rights and as well the trademark of the product or the company name which you are going to set up upfront. The seventh most common mistake which an entrepreneur does is not asking enough questions from the authorities or the consultant you are dealing with. As Dhanguard, we always appreciate, always recommend, always acknowledge our customers. Asking questions will make us understand about your requirements more. As a consultant, we can ask you a certain number of questions, but you know your business better, you know your profile better. So, sharing it with us will always make things better. For more information on business setup in UAE, IP rights, or trademark, contact our business consultation experts.